Hi, YouTubers! Hi there! Hi, so, I'll have to edit that out. um, I took my clinical test on Thursday, and I passed! I passed! Yay! I took all 5 skills. I had hand washing, communications, which I think everybody gets that, and, shaving with an electric razor, which I've never done to anybody before. Like, ever. And range of motion. Range of motion, shaving. There's one more. There's one more, I know it was. Oh, turning a resident towards yourself. And I passed. I passed. I almost failed one of the skills though, because I got nervous, and they follow you around with the cart to whatever room you've got to go into, and they're like, "What do you need? Do you need anything off the cart?" And I was like, "Yeah." So I grabbed like a big towel and then a wash rag, which is big towel to go around the person's chest, so if they hair won't get everywhere, and then a wet wash rag, to wipe off their face afterwards. But I forgot, because the guy had it on his own razor. I forgot gloves, and I forgot a trash bag. It's 2. And that's a big no-no, because you can't have dirty linens just lying around, because that's germs. And, gloves, because, if you had HIV or some kind of infectious disease and it got on me, oh hell nah. So, I forgot that. But my teacher, I kind of played it off, and she was like, "You forgot something, didn't you?" And I was like, "Yes, I was going to tell you in the beginning, but I didn't know I could go back and get it." And she was like, "Well, you could have just told me." And I was like, "Well, you're kind of strict." No, I wasn't going to tell the freaking tester that. She's really like rigid. Like, I don't know. She smiled a lot, and she talked to you, and she'd be like, "Yeah, you're so pretty. You failed, by the way." It just I don't know how. Just really mean. Like, she kept making fun of our teacher, and you laugh because the teacher's laughing, kind of, but you're only laughing just to keep her happy long enough to like talk about her secretly behind her back, long enough to pass your test. Anywho, so those are the skills I had. For the written test, I don't know what I made on the score. I know that I passed, obviously, because they just gave you a slip of paper that's like really long. It's like that long. It's like that thin. And it says whether you passed or not. It just says like a little bubble thing, yes or no. It doesn't say your score or oh my goodness, stop messaging me. So it didn't say your score or anything. What was I going to talk about? Oh yeah. So now, as soon as I got my certification done and everything, I went and the HR people from the place we did clinicals at came down and talked to us, and they're like, "Oh, we're hiring if you want to apply, or you can go apply at Bay Winds or the Meridian, or which I live in Texas, so the Meridian's like right off of Galveston coast and stuff like that. So like Webster, Houston area. So you can go apply there or whatever." I was like, okay. And I know UTMB was hiring prisons, like I said in the last video, I think, or maybe not. I don't know. But so I applied, and I had 2 interviews in one day. I was there for about 2 hours, and in that 2 hours I had 2 interviews, and got hired. I work 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. shifts, 4-2 shifts, which basically means if you work like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you have Friday and Saturday off. And then you can work Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. And then you have Thursday and Friday off. And you go Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and you have Wednesday and Thursday off. And then, so on and so on until it's a revolving schedule. I like it. Because, you always know your schedule ahead of time. It's sweet. So yeah, that's my schedule. And I work, I think they're going to start me off in rehab. I really hope so, because I don't like working in the nursing home part. I mean, it's a nursing home altogether, but I don't like working in the really, really dependent people part, because it's just sad. Like, the rehab has more of the talkative ones, because they're just there for like an injury or whatever. Like, there's this one guy who lives in rehab. he's only there because he has seizures, and it's awesome because he's like funny, and he's the one I had to take my test on, because when we took our test, we actually did it on a resident. If they allowed, they volunteered. He volunteered for me, so I think he knew about it, and so he knew I was doing them, and so he goes in beforehand and he shaves his whole face, like left a little bit, but he pretty much got it all. And I walk in, I'm like, "Hey, Mr. Grisby," and he's just like, "I got you." And so I don't know, he's cool. Like they're the more talkative ones, and another guy, he's a Marine veteran, and my ex-boyfriend was a Marine, so he asked me about him, and he guards the coffee cart. That's his job. He guards it. I don't know. I'm excited to start working there. So that's the update for today. What's on my shoulder? I'm starting my schooling back in August, and I'll be working this job full time until August, which I get paid pretty well, I guess. I don't know. For starting out, it's pretty well, considering most of the other places aren't very giving when it comes to somebody with no experience. So yeah, lots of something happening. I will keep posting videos and subscribe, I guess. That's what everybody says at the end of their videos. I don't know. I got excited when I had like 5 views. So, I don't know. Thanks for watching. Bye.